Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, hi, my name is Valentina. Some of you may know me from Instagram at ValGod or from TV Nation. TV Nation is always down in the description, so come check us out. We are a family channel. We do posts every week. Before I get started, please don't come at me for my nails. Listen, we've been in quarantine for about... And quarantine, I mean like having to stay home unless I have doctor's appointments or going out to Publix. Other than that, we do stay home. I haven't been able to see my nail tech in a very long time. So again, before I get into this video, I just want to express that this is a sensitive topic for me. So please don't mind if I do get emotional at times. I have tried to film this video about 5 times. This is my final attempt to film this video because it's very long overdue. If you are ready for today's video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos of me doing mommy and me, or just me doing story times like today, and just a lot of other videos that I can't think of in the top of my head right now. So like I said, it's going to be a little story time, so grab your chips, your drinks, and get ready for a good time. I want to make this video to share awareness for any new parents or new moms or anybody in general that is going through similar things that I'm going through with my family. Also to spread positivity, because this is not a negative topic. So if you're coming into this video with negative vibes or just bad intentions, please see your way out of this video. You don't have to click, you don't have to watch. This is just for the people who really want to know more about what's going on in my life. Show some love in the comments, uplift each other. Sometimes it just takes one message to make somebody's day. So I wrote down a couple of notes because like I said, I've filmed this video a bunch of times and I just want it to be perfect and I don't want to cry. As some of you guys may know, me and Trey have been going through a lot as parents with Violet. There's been a lot of questions, a lot of assumptions. There's been a lot of like, why haven't you been showing Violet? Why have you guys been so MIA? And I'm here today to answer all of that. So before I get into everything, I just want to give you guys a little background story of my childhood so you guys can probably understand more of what's going on. Long story short, I was born a premature baby. I was born at 6 months, barely weighing a pound. So I had to be in the NICU for 3 months to get oxygen, to be able to breathe. Nobody was allowed to touch me. If you guys are familiar with NICUs and preemies, they are at high risk of not making it. So I was definitely at the highest risk. I was newly 6 months in my mom's stomach. I had a pretty traumatizing birth, not that I remember, but I was underweight my whole entire life. Ever since I came out, because I was a preemie, I was prone to being underweight and being really small. I had eating disorders. I was never the type to eat a meal or finish a meal or even want a meal. Not that I was trying to starve myself, but it was just my body reacting. It would be like insane for me to eat a full plate. I remember my grandma would make me sit in the table for about 2 hours with the food in front of me and I still would not finish it. I used to take pills and vitamins to help me gain my appetite, but I never had appetite. Iron pills to keep my iron up. It would be like taking a pill and nothing would really like happen. So I stopped taking pills literally not even a month into taking those pills. I just stopped because I felt like it wasn't really working out for me. Like nothing was really helping me. My dad was never really concerned about it. Every baby is different and every kid is different. They all grow on their own pace. They all hit those milestones on their own pace. So my dad wasn't really too concerned about it until I started fainting all the time. When I started fainting is when they took action to actually, you know, take me to the doctor and take me to a therapist or try to get whatever care I needed. But I used to faint because I was so lightheaded, so skinny, so underweight. I would be in school and then one moment to the next I would be on the floor, blacked out, fainted. I would faint in other places, supermarket or at home. Just a lot of times that I remember back in my childhood, I would go to the hospital a lot and they would just tell me the same thing all over again, but nothing really worked for me. Nothing really worked for me until I can say I started to when I was about like 17 going on 18. That really helped me gain my appetite. I got introduced to that in school. We all get introduced to that when we're in high school. I would always be hungry, and then what I can say that helped me gain my weight back, or I didn't have it at all, but what I can say that helped me gain my weight is my pregnancy. Because before my pregnancy, you guys know if you've been following me for a while now, I was just always skinny, always small, literally a stick. As you guys can probably tell, I look bigger and chubbier. When you look at me and Trey before having Violet, you guys can see that me and Trey are overly skinny. We're short. We don't have that much meat on us. In general, we were just small, soon-to-be parents. Fast forward, Violet is 4 months, was 4 months at the time, where I started noticing and started to be a little concerned about her weight, started to be a little concerned about her head, because to me it looked like her head was bigger than her body. At 4 months, she was still wearing newborn to 0 to 3 months, but 0 to 3 months was really baggy on her. The thing is that Violet is really long, but she's really skinny, so she would fit in 0 to 3 months because of the length, but her arms, her body would just be overly too small for 0 to 3 months. So I was really concerned. I was really like, something's not clicking here. So at her 4-month checkup, we went into pediatric associates, and my pediatrician ended up diagnosing her with motor delay. And I'm not really sure how to say this diagnosis, but another way of saying it is flathead syndrome. So at 4 months, Violet was not interested in no tummy time. She was not interested in eating solids. She was not interested in hitting those milestones that 4 months are supposed to be at least starting to hit. Violet had no interest at all. So that's what really concerned me, and that's what really like took me to take another step in order for me to, you know, get the care that she needs. Motor delay is like I mentioned, when they're not interested in certain milestones like tummy time. Tummy time was a big factor in her motor delay, because she had no interest in moving her neck around. She had no interest in holding her head up. She pretty much didn't have the strength yet to be able to move her head around side to side, up and down, or just in general have the strength where her shoulders are to be able to like move around like normal, like a baby should. If you're a new parent, you could probably relate to me, but imagine going into the 4-month appointment practically knowing what they're gonna tell you, just pretty much confirming it for you. I was really overwhelmed. I was really scared, because this is my first baby, and it makes you wonder. It makes you think like, am I not doing something I should be doing, or is there something that I'm doing wrong, or am I not being a good enough mother? Like, it makes you question yourself a lot. Imagine my sensitive ass started crying. Like I said, I was doubting myself as a parent. They wanted me to take extra steps and try to put Violet into physical therapy. Physical therapy was going to help her with motor delay and help her hit those milestones that she was not interested in. It took a little while for her to get approved by her insurance so she can see a therapist, but she started that a couple of weeks after her 4-month checkup, and she's been in physical therapy for a little less than 2 months now. Physical therapy has been going really great. It taught me a lot of new things that I didn't know. It opened my eyes to a lot of new stuff, and I'm really grateful that I got to learn a lot. They taught us how to do stretches. They taught us how to remove her shoulders from her neck, because her shoulders were really connected to her neck, and that's why her neck wasn't able to like be free or like move around. They taught us a lot of stuff to do with her at home, and they also do a lot of exercises with her at physical therapy. She goes to physical therapy once a week for an hour, and she also got referred to a plastic surgeon. A plastic surgeon, from what they had told me, was the doctors who evaluate her head and make sure that there's nothing specifically wrong inside of her skull, that all of her bones look good, her brains look good, and nothing inside is stopping her head from growing. Getting her to a plastic surgeon was a total chaos for us because we had to go back and forth. And if you live in Florida, you guys know that everything is not really that close, so we had to drive around a lot, so that wasn't fun. But we finally got her to a plastic surgeon and they approved her for a helmet. And I'm gonna show you guys some pictures so you guys can understand what it is I'm specifically saying. She has flathead syndrome, and she was diagnosed with, I'm not really sure, I'll put the word up, and you guys can see in the picture, that's not Violet, the boy. That's what a normal head shape looks like, and Violet's head, you guys can see, is a little more wider, is a little more down, and in the back of her head, she doesn't have a symmetrical head shape. So she has a full head up here, but down here in the back she has like a little slant. It's a little flat, and that is because Violet spends a lot of time on her back. Not because we don't do what we're supposed to do with tummy time, but at the time, at 4 months, going on 5, even going on 6, Violet did not have the strength. She did not have the strength to be able to pick herself up. Her arms were really small, really tiny, so she didn't have the strength to be able to, you know, roll over or pick up her head or do anything like that. So she did spend a lot of time on her back, and that's why she got the flat head. The reason why she got diagnosed with all of this is because it's genetic. It is genetic from me that Violet is going to be underweight. She's going to be really small and really skinny. And I already knew that because I suffered a lot when I was a child with eating disorders and everything that I just explained to you guys. So I had a feeling that she was definitely going to get it from me. I really wish that it wasn't genetic, and I really wish she didn't get that from me, because it just, again, like upsets me and like makes me like, damn, like, now my daughter is probably gonna have to suffer the same thing that I went through when I was a child, and putting my dad through all of that, and putting my family through all of that. Like, imagine taking your daughter to a hospital every so often because she's fainting, because she's not eating. Like, I can just imagine the stress that my dad went through and that my sisters went through, and I can't imagine having to deal with that with Violet. So it really upsets me because I wish that it wasn't like that. But when life throws you lemons, you have to make lemonade, right? So everything that gets thrown at us, we have to take it in, and we have to try to make it as positive as we can. Can't always, you know, dwell on the bad, and just push through it, because life is hard and life throws shit at you, and it's just the way that you deal with it. So finally, after 3 months of going back and forth with insurances and doctors and driving and just phone calls after phone calls and talking to people and just pretty much all the stress, we finally, like I said, got approved for her helmet, and today was the day that she finally got it. And with all this coronavirus and all this stuff that's going on with our world, that's putting our lives on hold, a couple of days ago I came to find out that Cranial Technologies, the spot where she was supposed to get her helmet today, closed down because of the virus. You guys know that a lot of stuff are closing down. Her physical therapy closed down, so she's no longer in therapy anymore, which takes a big major step back with Violet's care, because I can honestly say that physical therapy was going really freaking well for her, because in the last 2 months, Violet has shown so much improvement. She's rolling over on her belly now, completely on her own. She is loving tummy time. She's loving eating baby food. She's practically trying to crawl and trying to say words, and it just amazes me how in just a short amount of time she's improved so freaking much. And it just goes to show that when everybody tells you like every baby is different and every baby is gonna learn on their own pace and hit their own milestones on their own pace, I cannot express how real that is, because in just 2 months Violet is finally hitting those milestones, and finally it just makes me really happy even just saying it, because you guys haven't had the chance to really see those improvements or see those milestones that me and Trey have witnessed within the last 2 months. And it's just so crazy that she's sitting up on her own. She literally lifts herself up and sits up on her own and grabs things and reaches for things and rolls around, and just like, I'm just so freaking happy that I went ahead. I'm just so freaking happy that me and Trey did what we had to do at 4 months and didn't wait and didn't take no second guesses and just went with our gut. Because if I had waited longer, if I had not taken her to her appointment, if I had just, you know, laid back and just didn't do anything, I would not be where I'm at right now. And I'm so grateful that we went to her 4-month checkup and I was not afraid to say what was on my mind. Finally, at 7 months, she got her helmet, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how that went. So if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. I know that a lot of you guys knew a little bit about what was going on and were sending me prayers and sweet messages. I can't express how much that means to me, because it really uplifts my spirit. It really makes me happy seeing that there's so many people out there who go through similar things that I go through, who are just always supportive and always loving and always making sure that, you know, you guys are telling me like, hey, you're doing a good job. Listen, sometimes all a person needs is that one message to make them smile. So I cannot be more thankful for you guys for allowing me to come out and tell you guys something that's really sensitive to me and my family, and just to see that there is a lot of loving people out there. If you guys want to see Violet in her helmet, I'm so sorry, but we had to switch it over to CNV Nation, because that is our family channel where we're going to be posting a lot of new updates about Violet and her helmet. So thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like, please leave a positive comment, anything positive, anything to make somebody's day, anything to make my day. And that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.
Put it on her. Let's see, Violet. Hi. So from the back to the front, you have to kind of wiggle it so it falls into place.